Welcome to Your Cyber Path, the podcast that helps you get your dream cybersecurity job by sharing the secrets of experienced hiring managers and top cybersecurity professionals with you. Now, on to the show.
There's one other area I want to talk about real quick with least privilege. And, a lot of the examples we gave were talking about a user doing something, right? Logging in as a local user versus an admin, getting somebody a valet key versus a regular key, that kind of stuff. But it's not just users, it's programs too. So we do a lot of software development for internal systems here at Dion Training. And one of the things that we impress upon our developers all the time is that your functions should only do a minimal amount of things with the least permission. So what I mean by that is when we talk about CRUD functions, which is our create, read, update, and delete functions into a database, if I'm giving a student access to my exam database system, they should only be able to read things. They should not be able to write or update or delete things, right? But if I give it to one of my authors, then they can create things and they can update things, but they can't delete things, right? And then if I give it to somebody who's an instructor, they can do everything. And so depending on the person's permissions and the system and its function, so if it's in a testing mode, there is no updating or deleting or write or creating, there's only reading. If you are in an editor mode, then you're doing those editing functions. And so those programs can operate differently based on the functions you're doing. And so it's not necessarily tied just to your role as a instructor, student, person, whatever, but it's also the function of what you're trying to accomplish. And so keep those things in mind, because allowing those predefined operations with reading and writing or updating and deleting, all those things are important. And you have to know who can do it and at what points. For instance, we go to my website, diontraining.com or yourcyberpath.com. You as a listener of this podcast can read from that site, but you can't edit it, you can't modify it, you can't delete it. Now, if Kip or I log in, we can go there and change anything we want because we have access to the front page and we can change it from Your Cyberpath to Your Cyberpath 2 if we wanted to, right? But you can't as a reader. And so that's a different level of permission as well. And keeping those things in mind as you're working with least permissions is really important.
Yeah.